How you doing, everybody? Tim here from the Tactical Defender. Beautiful, a little chilly, about 60 or so, rainy day. Actually, they said the rain was supposed to come later on today. I was off in the woods and it started pouring out roughly an hour ago. Give or take 3 hours ahead of when they said it was going to rain. But the RUSH24 project, my Franken pack as I've been calling it, already did video number 1. This is video number 2 of 2. I will probably come back later at another time and I want to discuss how I'm going to put everything in the bag, because I'm not 100% positive what will go where. But as far as the items that I wanted to get for the pack, they're all in. They're on the pack now. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving this pack. The RUSH24 is perfect. And I will, in a minute, discuss why I actually am using the 24 as opposed to the 72. In video number 1, quite a few people said, well, aren't you just making a Rush 72 by putting all the pouches on your 24? Yes and no, and I'll discuss why, but let me do a little bit of a spin around for you. I'm telling you, I love, now I do find that the vertical, the large general purpose pouch from BDS Tactical, all the pouches on the outside of the pack are BDS Tactical. Obviously the pack is the RUSH24. I find that the pouches stick out a little bit further when I have stuff in them than what I thought they were going to do, and that's okay. I mean, they're not sticking out wider than myself, obviously, and that was a little bit of a concern. And I can always change things around if I want to, and that was the purpose of building this particular system, right? Let me take the pack off, put it on the table right here. Still raining out, so I'm stuck underneath this this roof here at the state park. There really is no one else around, luckily. And let's take a closer look at the pack and discuss why I designed it the way I did, or I'm building it out the way I did, as opposed to, again, just using the Rush 72. So on the very front, I have a red tie on the zipper, which indicates first aid kit. I've asked at least a dozen people, you don't see a first aid kit on the outside, where do you think my first aid kit is? And everybody goes to the red tie. I'm going to put another one on here so there's just a little bit, that much more red, right? Is that ideal and 100% perfect? Not really, but I like it that way. It seems to work fine, you know. We're gonna run with that for now. Up top here I have my thermometer. It actually says 59 degrees right now, so the temperature's dropping a little bit. Has been pretty good. When I first got it, wasn't very accurate, but it's been pretty good. I took it off of a carabiner and put it on this shock cord because it was making all this noise. I always carry a small handful of carabiners. They have a lot of uses, especially for tarps and or hammocks, and I just keep those near. Now I could put them in any one of the pouches or inside the pack, but they're just easy to get and they're right there. For pouches, I have the BDS Tactical Super Admin pouch. Had this and this, the what do you call it? The horizontal general purpose pouch. I've had these for a long time, which is one of multiple reasons, excuse me, why I went with BDS Tactical. I already have quite a number of BDS Tactical. I have chest rigs from them, I think two chest rigs from them, pouches from them, mag carriers, you name it, and pouches. I have a couple bags, large gear bags from them. So I use these because I had them. I really like them. BDS Tactical has what they call the stacker lock system. Their MOLLE straps are attached to the pouch, and I absolutely love that. They're made really, really well. BDS Tactical always uses 100% real Cordura. as well as the large number 10 YKK zippers, and I absolutely love the company alone, and their gear is made real well. And I think the slightly more brown really blends well. It's kind of an, you know, it blends well with the color of the RUSH24, which is sandstone. So it's not all just one color. There's kind of a little offset. Super admin pouch right here. I do keep my diabetes kit and a couple other small things here. Again, the horizontal general purpose pouch on the very bottom. And right now there's a couple, there's hat, gloves. I keep some attachments for my tripod in there. Again, not everything is going to stay where you see it as far as what's in the pouches. I'm still working that out. And then I just picked these up. I have two of these, one on each side. You can see them there. This is their large general purpose pouch. It is more or less a vertical version of this pouch. And these also have PALS webbing on them. If I wanted to, I could add to these. I really don't see the need to it, but large number 10 YKK zippers. Let's move that. Now, I also, from BDS Tactical, I picked up some PALS webbing. He was kind enough to send me a large hank of it. I still have some left. I have some plans for that, as well as these clips here. My thinking is I'm going to move the super admin pouch up here and quite possibly put this stuff in that, because I have the room, and then run these through the PALS webbing, and I could put a tent, a tarp, a hammock, a sleeping pad. I mean, all kinds of stuff using these straps. They're obviously adjustable, they're very strong, and again, the same color as everything else, and they'll look fantastic. I'm not really hung up on looks, but I mean, if you can get it, you know, it's all about serving a purpose and a system and doing its job, right? So if you have that and you can have everything kind of color coordinated, why not, right? So I had those straps in there just for fun. I have a I mean, look at that, and I still have room left over. That is absolutely fantastic. So I could make one of these side pouches, which I always use a hammock. I could put my hammock, I could put not one but multiple sets of tree straps in here, if I so wish. Put that back. Another thing about BDS Tactical, I do see that they went to black zippers and zippers and zipper tracks as opposed to the brown. Not a big deal. I really don't. So what, right? I love how they have. Hopefully you can see that. The paracord, it's like they remove the inside of the strands out of the paracord and they wrap that around so it quiets the zipper, and it's a large zipper you can grab, because I do a lot in the winter and I always have gloves on. I'm still very active in the winter, in the woods, in the snow, and with gloves you can still manage to unzip and zip your pouches. On this side, ready? This is really cool. Maybe a little redundant because I also have, this is my cook kit, right, from the Pathfinder. I mean, look at, and I still have more room left in there. Now, I may not keep that there, but it's an option, and there's still more. I could still put more in there. Cook kit, hammock, straps, gloves. I mean, again, this is all going to change. On the front, now I have two of these, but I took one off because I was using it for something else yesterday, and I didn't put it back on, but I have two single mag pouches, and I like them. I put the, obviously, on the shoulder strap. I have a multi-tool in there. You could put a flashlight in there, a folding knife. I like that. I really like that. I've been wearing the other one on the other side, and I've been putting an extra magazine in there because when I go off and I do my thing, I like multiple magazines with me. I used to put a knife on there. I kind of stopped that. I'm trying to force myself to wear the knife on my side. So, yeah, this is the RUSH24 with my BDS Tactical pouches. It does have some weight to it. I mean, I also have a whole bunch of stuff inside, but I'm sure you already know what the inside looks like. I will be making another video after I kind of figure out how I want everything and where. After I use it multiple times, I find out which pouches I'm going into more often than others, and I'll make another video about that later on. That'll be much later on. But I'm gonna take a break, and then let's discuss why I did this, my philosophy behind this. You may already know, as opposed to just using the RUSH72, which I do own. All right, 1 minute. I tell you, it is so nice sitting underneath this roof. It's a little chilly. It's 59 degrees, raining. I don't know about you, but I love rainy days. I really do. So when I made video number 1 about my pack project, a few people mentioned, nicely and rightfully so, why don't you just use your 72, or you're just making a 72. I guess yes and no. I'm really not. Excuse me. The 72 is a big bag. Great bag, but a big bag. I don't always need all the space. Matter of fact, I very rarely need all the space. I have a bad habit of filling up. I'll take more than I need. If I have more room, then I'll take more than I need. I have a habit of just filling stuff up just for the sake of filling it up. Having a slightly smaller bag controls that a little bit. I have a lack of control. And this is just what's going on in my head. The marsupial pocket on the 72 for me is almost useless. As well, and it's a great pack. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to keep it. I can always use it for something, and maybe down the road. But the other thing is, no matter how high you pull those side straps, that front marsupial, the kangaroo pouch pocket there, always hangs down. Especially with stuff in it, it hangs down. I'm not crazy about that. I don't need that pouch. I like the volume inside, and I like the side pouches on the 72 because they're built onto the pack. They're separate from the inside of the pack, if you know what I'm talking about. And that is a downside of the 24. Sorry, these side pockets are built into the pack. So if you have stuff inside the backpack, and especially if it's pretty full, you literally lose your side pouches with the 24. And vice versa. If you fill up the sides, then you get out of here. You fill up, then you lose space on the inside. And all bags are like that. All bags that have the separate side pouches that are built or sewn onto the pack, great. But the ones that don't, and they actually, it's almost like the pouch on the side pouches are inside the bag. And anyway, and that happened. That's a problem with the 24. I like options. I like when it comes to nylon goods or soft goods, when it comes to packs and pouches and straps and things of that nature. I like multiple options, stuff that can play a number of roles in any one of your systems, right? I can at any time take these pouches off and just use the 24 the way it is. At any time, I can move the pouches around. I have multiple chest rigs also from BDS Tactical. I can take these off and put them on my chest rigs if I so wish. I can take these off and put them on any single backpack with PALS webbing that I own. I can take these off and put them on the 72 if I really wanted to get wild and crazy. I could take the pouches off and put them on the 12. I own the 12. That's kind of my EDC bag at the moment. I really don't need that, but I could do that. I like options. I get tired of this configuration, I can move things around, right? I don't have to use them. I can take them off and just use the 24, which I did for years, and it served the purpose just fine. I like the contrast of the slightly different colors. I do. I like that. Not just one. And I mean, these obviously are my favorite colors. The browns, the tans, the sandstone from 511. I love that shade, as well as the that coyote brown from BDS Tactical. I love that shade of brown. I really do. Yeah. So the 72. You use a 72, great pack, but you stuck with the 72. It's a big bag. I wouldn't have a need for all of this, and I really kind of would have to go inside and fish for stuff. I don't want to do that. I want to put a tarp, a hammock, straps, gloves, my insulin pouch, and a number of other things on the outside that when I get to a location, I can just hang the pack, reach in, grab what I need, instead of opening up and going down inside. This is a big 32-ounce water. This fits in one of those. I can do that. As I shown in the beginning of the video, my cook kit goes in the other side. I can do that. I can put them, I mean, they're just the option. It's about options. That's all I can say. It's about options. I review a lot of packs. They're all great in their own right. This is my personal system, what I like to use when I go out and I do my thing. It never stays one way because I review gear. When I go out on my own and I'm just doing my own thing, which isn't really that often, I'm usually going out because I have gear to review, then this all changes, you know, or what goes in changes. If I didn't review gear, if I just had my own personal items and I just went out and did my own personal thing in the woods and I wasn't doing videos, I probably wouldn't even need all this, you know. I still would because I think it's pretty cool, but it's a fantastic system. I love how I have it set up. I'm going to utilize those straps. I'm even thinking of a way to strap my tripod, which is, well, actually it's right here, to the pack, which I have extra webbing. Thank you, BDS Tactical. I could do that. I actually need a smaller tripod. I don't need the 7-pound tripod, six and a half pound tripod that I have. So that's it. That's it. And I know I'm rambling, but I like this. I like options. I like to remove everything. I like to add stuff. I can move things around. I can remove. I mean, it's just, it's perfect. It's the way I like it. And I'm going to run with it. Thank you for watching this video, everybody. Be well, stay safe,